Hi everyone, welcome all of you. So today I'm going to cover two interview questions. First one is what are the frames? So we are going to learn what exactly the frame concept is. Okay, very important for your interview point of view. And if there are multiple frames in the web page, then how you are going to handle it using Selenium WebDriver. So these are some couple of questions that can be asked in the interviews, and this concept is very important as an automation engineer. You need to implement the same in the automation framework also. Okay, so if you understand this concept, then how to handle it is very easy. So let's first understand what are the frames and what is that concept, why we use it in HTML. Okay, so frames in HTML is nothing but the feature by which we can embed one web page into another web page. Okay, so in a web application we can have multiple web pages, right? There are 20, 30, 50 web pages. So if there is a web page that we need to show on another web page, right? So there are some reasons why we do that. So if I want to embed a single web page into another web page, then I need to use this frame concept. So let's understand with some diagram. So let's say in my application I have multiple web pages. So let's say this is my home page, this is my main web page, and I have some other web pages as well. So this is my second web page. Okay, and let's say I have another web page. Okay, so this is my, let's say, contact us web page. Okay, contact us. So as per the requirement, what I want to show this web page or this information on each and every web page on the application. So currently I have this home page, so I want to show this contact us page on this home page. Okay, and let's say this is something like a dashboard, anything. So what I want, this contact page should be displayed on home page and dashboard page. So what I will do, I will create a single web page, contact us page, and what will do, I will embedded this contact us page into the home page by using frame concept, right? So this is my frame, let's say. So for using frame, we use the iframe tag that I will show in the HTML DOM also. So using this iframe, what I am doing, I am embedding this contact us page into the home page. And while providing this iframe, I will provide some ID or some name to this frame, or you can provide the index also. So there can be multiple frames in a web page. So there can be index. So you can use ID, name, index like that. And same web page I embedded in the dashboard also. So why we are doing this and how it is helpful. Let's say you created a single web page, contact us. To show this contact us information, the same information without iframe concept on this home page, you need to create another separate web page. Then for dashboard, another contact us page you need to create. Right? So this will be repeated task. You need to create same content again and again. So for that purpose, what we do, we define iframe tag, and inside this iframe tag we embedded this contact us page into the another web page. Okay, so you don't have to write the code again and again for this contact us information. It's going to the same. So let's say contact us page contain this information. Okay, so whatever information available on this contact us web page is going to be available on other this web page. As we have embedded it, the same information will be available on these both pages. You don't have to write it again. So same information will be available. So in case if you want to change something on contact us page, what we'll do, you just have to change it here, right? So if you want to change some kind of information there, so what we'll do, you will change it here, and same change will reflect automatically on this web page. You don't have to write it again or change it again going to this separate web pages. So that is the main use and advantage of this frame concept. It will reduce your time and it will increase the reusability, right? So this is about the frame concept by which by using which we can embedded a one web page into another web page directly. And how it is helpful is, it will increase the reusability of code. So if you change anything here, it will be directly changed into the all the web pages where we have used that HTML web page embedded with the iframe. Okay, so I hope this concept is clear to you. So if in interview, if someone asks you what are the frames, so you can draw some diagrams like this. Okay, So it can show the interviewer that okay, you know this concept very properly, right? So always try to explain with the diagrams. So next question is, if there are frames in the web page, how I am going to handle it if there is a single frame or if there are multiple frames. So let's go and understand this also with some diagrams. So let's say this is my default HTML web page and I am going to embed some other HTML web page into this default HTML web page. So how I am going to do using the iframe, right? So let's say this is my one frame or another web page embedded with the iframe, and I will have some more. So let's say this is the third web page. Okay, and I can have another one. So let's say I have the last web page. So how many iframes I have? This is the HTML default web page. So this is another web page. So this is my iframe. Let's say iframe 1. Then I have iframe 2, and this is my third iframe. Okay, so on a single web page, I have 3 different web pages, right? So whatever information available on these web pages will be available on this default HTML web page. And if I change anything on this frame, it will directly reflected on this default web page, right? So how to handle this? So let's say on frame 1, let's say on default web page, I have some web element. It can be anything, right? There can be a text box, there can be some buttons, okay, and another. And on frame 1, I have some different text box, I have some buttons or links, right? So these are the content of the frame 1. Then on frame 2, inside frame 2, I have some other. So there can be some drop downs, there can be some search box, right? Okay, so these are the content of this frame 2. And on frame 3, I have some other set of information. Okay, so these are the, let's say, content of the frame 3. So now when we open a Selenium any web page using the Selenium WebDriver, okay, Selenium can focus only on a single web page at a time. So when you open any website, any web page using Selenium WebDriver, its focus will be on a default HTML web page, right? So it will be able to interact with the element on the default HTML web page successfully. Okay, so there is no issue. You just have to create a web element by using draw.find element by XPath, ID, CSS selector, anything like that, and you can directly interact with them. You can click inside, you can click on the button, or you can enter the text in the text box, something like that. So by default, Selenium WebDriver focus will be on a single web page, that is default HTML web page. So now if I want to click on this button, okay, if I want to click on this button available on the frame 1, okay, so this is the another HTML web page I have embedded in the HTML default HTML web page. And if I want to click on this button, I cannot directly click it. You can create a web element by using some locating strategy, XPath, CSS selector. Selenium WebDriver won't be able to click on it. Okay, it will give you the exception, no such element exception, because its current focus is on the default HTML web page. Okay, so even though this frame, this information is available as a part of this HTML web page, it is present inside iframe. Okay, so what you have to do, you need to first change your focus from default web page to this iframe 1. Okay, so you need to change the focus of Selenium WebDriver from default web page to iframe 1, and then you will be able to interact with the web objects available on this iframe 1, right? So if you want to interact anything, or if you want to get any information from this first HTML web page, then you need to switch your focus from default HTML web page to the concerning iframe, right? And then you can click on, or you can enter the text also. Similarly, if I want to click on some web object available on this second web page, iframe 2, then I need to switch my focus again from default content to that particular iframe. Okay, and similar for iframe 3. Okay, so this is the concept. If you want to interact with the elements or web objects available inside a iframe, then first of all you need to switch your focus of the Selenium WebDriver from default content to the concerning iframe. So for that purpose, I have already told you, you can use id. Okay, frame will have some id or name, or you can use a web objects. Okay, so you can create a web element for this object and you can provide that as a parameter also. So what are the methods to handle this? Okay, we learned the concept that we need to switch from default content to the concerning iframe to interact with that web elements. So what are the different methods available in the Selenium WebDriver? So for switching to the frame, we have two methods in Selenium WebDriver. So driver dot switch to and where you want to switch, you need to provide here frame. So I want to switch to the frame, and what frame you want to switch. So here in the bracket you need to provide some id. Okay, so here you can provide frame id, right, or frame name, or you can provide the index also, right? Index will start from 0, and here you can provide the web element also as a argument. So these are the things you can use with this driver.switch2.frame frame method. So if you use this method driver.switch to the particular frame with some id or index, then it will take WebDriver focus to that particular frame. Okay, and if you want to come back to the default content, then there is another method. For that purpose, we can use driver dot switch to. Okay, switch to where you want to switch to the default content. Okay, so this method do not require any argument to be passed. Okay, you will directly switch your driver focus from frame. Okay, from frame to the default content. So as per this diagram, if I want to click on this web element present in the iframe, first I need to change my focus to this frame. Okay, from the default frame. And similarly, if I want to click any web element in the iframe 2, then I will have to change my focus from a default HTML web page to the iframe 2, and same from iframe 3. Okay, so for this purpose you just have to use this driver.switch2.frame method. Okay, so just provide any frame id, frame name, or any create a web element for this web object and provide that as argument to this method. Okay, and if you want to switch to the default content, so if I want to change my focus from iframe 3 to default web page, let's say I am on the iframe 3 now, and if I want to click on this web object available on the default web page. Okay, so as our current focus is on iframe 3, we cannot directly do that, right? So you need to change your focus, WebDriver focus, from iframe 3 to the default content. So you need to change your focus from that particular frame to the default content. Okay, so for that purpose we will use this driver.switch to the default content method. Now let's say currently I'm on the frame 3. Okay, I perform some action on the web page on this iframe 3, and then I want to click on web objects available on the frame 2. Okay, so what I have to do, I need to switch from iframe 3 to the iframe 2. So how to switch it? So using default content you will be able to switch to default HTML web page, but here I want to switch from one frame to another frame. Okay, when there are multiple frame, I want to switch from one frame to the another frame. So this method will not work there. So if I want to switch from iframe 3 to iframe 2, there is another method that we can use. That method is driver dot switch to dot parent frame. Okay, so as name suggests, it will switch your focus, driver focus, to the parent frame. So as per diagram for iframe 3, okay, iframe 3, my parent is iframe 2, right? It is inside iframe 2. So iframe 2 is inside iframe 1. So iframe 1 will be parent for this iframe 2. Okay, so if for example my current focus is on the iframe 3, okay, so we are on the iframe 3, and if I want to switch to iframe 2, then what I will do, I will use this method driver dot switch to dot parent frame. So it will change my focus from iframe 3 to iframe 2. So this is the method we have to use, driver dot switch to dot iframe. So this will change my focus from iframe 3 to iframe 2. Similarly, if I want to interact with some web element on this iframe 1 from iframe 2, then first I need to switch from iframe 2 to iframe 1 using this parent frame method. Okay, so these are the three methods you can use for handling the frames. Okay, so if they are a single frame, that is no problem, but if you are multiple frames and if you want to interact on from frame to frame, then you can use this parent frame method. So you need to remember this all three methods for interview point of view, and this will help you in the your actual automation framework also. So let me show you a sample web page. So this is the website. So just looking at the UI on the web page, you won't be able to decide that if it is having some iframe or not. So for example, if you create a web element for this object, and if you try to perform any action, okay, if you try to click it or not, so if you get no such element exception in the console, so first thing you need to see that whether this element is inside iframe or not. Okay, so if you see the xpath is correct, or whatever locating strategy you have used, that is correct, but still it is not able to find that web element. So what could be the reason? So there can be two reasons. One is that element will be available inside a frame, okay, and there can be a loading issue also. So page is taking that web element, web object is taking a little longer to load on the web page, so that can be a reason. So first of all, what you can do, you just have to inspect it. So press Ctrl F and you just have to type iframe here. So if there are any iframe present in this web page, it will be highlighted. Okay, so you can see here, if I take my mouse here, so it is highlighting this content. So this content is inside a iframe. So whatever this square box is there, this is a part of a iframe, and that's why if you try to interact directly with this web element, Selenium WebDriver will not be able to interact it, because its default focus will be on this default web page. Okay, so first of all, you need to switch your focus from this default web page to this iframe. So for that purpose, you can use here, you can create a web element for this iframe using src or this class also, and you can pass these to the switch to dot frame method. Okay, this method, so you just have to provide that web element or id or name available. And you can see here, so as I already said in the beginning, that iframe we use to embed a one HTML web page into another web page. So in if there is no iframe present in a normal HTML web page, there will be only a single HTML tag and header tag, right? That is the single web page. But as it is consist multiple web page, we will have multiple header, head and HTML tags. So this is the content of this iframe, and main web page will also have some head and HTML body. Okay, this is the HTML. So in case if Selenium is not able to find a web element, even though you have provided a correct XPath, then you just have to inspect it and try to find this iframe if it is available. And if that element inside that iframe, then you just have to switch to that frame, and then you can perform necessary action. Okay, and you can come back to the default content by using this switch to default content method. Okay, so concept wise, it is very important in the interviews. So if you explain this concept with some diagrams, so that will definitely impress the interviewer. Okay, so I have tried my best to explain this with the diagram. You just have to remember this diagram. Maybe you can take the screenshot also. So I have covered what are the frames and why we use it, because why we use it is very important for understanding this concept, to reduce the time, reduce the complexity, and to increase the reusability of the code. And if you change anything inside web page which is embedded into another web page, okay, that information will be updated automatically, right, at that place. You don't have to change it again and again at multiple places. Okay, so as a homework, what you have to do is you need to drag this element into this drop object, right? So our current focus will be on this default. Then first you need to switch to this iframe. Then using action class, you can perform the drag and drop. So if you go to any website using Selenium WebDriver, and if you try to click on a web element, okay, you created a web element, you try to click it, and if you get the no such element exception, then that element may be in the iframe. So if it is in iframe, you just have to switch your focus to that frame using some frame id, index, or web element, and then you can perform the action. So after performing action, you can go back to the default HTML web page using this switch to default content. And if there are multiple iframes available, then you can use this method from changing your focus from one frame to another frame using this parent frame method. So that's all for this session, guys. If you don't understand anything from this concept, just add it in the comment section, or you can send me an email on agautomation09@gmail.com. So thanks for your time. I will see you in the next video soon.